Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Monday's Reading the Red. This dry, quite pleasant Monday morning. Matthew chapter 25, and we're looking today at verse 28. Therefore, take the talent away from him and give it to the one who has 10 talents. So having inquired of the slave as to why he hadn't even brought about the bare minimum with regards to the investment the master made in giving him a talent, he now there says, therefore, so because you took your talent and you buried it in the ground and you had no use for it, it was like you had no talent whatsoever because you had the wrong perspective of me. So I'm going to take the talent away from you. What's the point of you having something that you basically aren't using? And so I'm going to take it away from you so you don't have it anymore. And that sense of losing because we didn't use it. If we don't use it, we'll lose it, is often a saying that we can hear. And that sense of needing to keep doing it, keep practicing it, keep pursuing it, it's important. Because every time we use it, we are kind of giving a gracious blessing to ourselves and to those around us. But when we don't use the talents that we have, it's like, what's the point of you having it anymore? And in this case, the master takes the talent away from the slave. He has now nothing. And that's how he was living anyway. So he might as well be in reality having nothing. And that sense of living in the reality of what we have and living in the reality of what we could have. You see, many Christians live their lives defeated by the circumstances of life. There's no victory. They live in an environment that's really a doctrine according to Job. That's really almost like the gospel of Job. There isn't one, but it's like they're living the gospel of Job, living depressed and oppressed and in defeat. But we have been invited to live in the joy of the reality of the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ. And yet so many live with nothing of the victory of our Lord Jesus Christ. And most of their dynamics is built around the hope of life beyond death. But I'm alive now. I need to live in the reality of the victory now. Yeah, I want to live in it then in glory, but I want to live in it now. And the great thing about the gospel is God has given through Jesus the victory now, the talents. Now we can enter into the fullness of everything that God has given to us in Jesus now. And yet so many live as if they've got nothing and there's no real victory over their lives. And then he says, give it to the one that already has. And that sense of giving it to the one who now has 11. He had 10 and now he's got 11. So he's been given more. So he didn't need any more, but because he was using it and he was blessing, God considered him worthy to carry a bigger responsibility. And so he gives him the one man's talent to the 10 man's talent. And now he's got 11. Thank you for joining me. Be blessed. Have a great day. And I'll see you tomorrow.